Oh, hey Todd Marcus. Oh, what's up, McQueen? I have one question to tell you. Well, what is it? What is that paint scheme that you're wearing? Oh, it's a throwback scheme. Oh, cool. Who are you throwing back to? Well, it's a certain, racer. Well, who is it? And I believe he should be coming up right now. Wait, what is this music, playing in the background? Well, that's just the music telling you that he's coming. Oh, what's up, guys? Who is this guy? Oh, that would be, former Piston Cup, racer Porky, who my, throwback scheme is based off of. Hello, people. It is me, Porky 2007. I know, great entrance. And today, this episode of Custom is going to be a little special because, well, first of all, I won't be doing a voiceover like how I do with the other custom videos. Instead, I'll just record myself, or not necessarily record myself, but rather, record the custom itself and explaining different parts of the custom, like, oh, how I made this, how I made that, and all that. And this episode of Custom is also going to feature a custom that isn't based off of a NASCAR driver. Instead, it's based off of an OC of mine, and that will be Porky. So you might be thinking, why did I make this OC? Well, it's mainly for one reason, and that will be well, when I first made this custom of Todd Marcus's Porky scheme. Let's just say though, this was like gonna be the mascot for the channel, but a lot of people kept confusing it as an OC, even though it's not an OC. It's just a scheme for an already existing character, Todd Marcus, who is my favorite Piston Cup racer. So I just made this scheme to, well, of course, of my favorite Piston Cup racer, but make a scheme that's based off of my channel because, well, it's supposed to represent how I like Todd Marcus as a racer. But a lot of people kept confusing it as an OC, so I decided that, you know what, I'll just make a whole new OC, and that will be Porky right here. I first made this character around December of last year, and that'll be 2024. I just started off by drawing artwork of him, mostly used for profile pictures. I wanted to make a custom based off of him, but I wasn't able to because I didn't have the necessary tools and equipment, because I wanted this custom to be, well, you know, accurate to the, of course, artwork, because I, well, of course, wanted this custom to be a little special because it's so different from the other cars, so I just had to wait till I get the necessary tools and equipment. But before we talk about the process of how I made it, let's talk about this character's background, or I guess bio, because a lot of OCs nowadays, by other people, most of them don't even have bios or anything talking about their background or personalities, but this one does have a bio, and I'll read it right now. Porky, who is a 1987 T-Bird, comes from the land of enchantment, New Mexico, specifically on the res that suffers from autism. He dreams about racing in the Piston Cup every time he drives around on a dirt track next to his uncle's house. Later on, he got the chance to race when he joined the Junior Piston Cup Pro Series. He got the skills, but he needed a sponsor, and no one wanted to sponsor him, most likely due to his disability that made him not worthy of sponsoring. So he decided to do something that no other racer has really done. He made his own company called Porky 2007, named after his nickname that he was given, that he would sponsor in races. Over time, he would advance to the Piston Cup, and he had all these partnership deals with other sponsors after seeing his great performance, but he stuck with his own company ever since. He has been a consistently good racer with some Piston Cup wins in his career. Funny fact, when asked red or green, he always chooses green because, quote, green is so much better than red, just like on the track, where a green flag is a better sight than a red flag. Alright, since now we know a little bit about the character, now let's talk about how I made the custom of my OC, Porky. So, I used an old Ernie Gearson from China, like as you can tell, because it is the old Claude Scruggs tooling rather than the new one from Thailand. I completely forgot to record this part, but instead of me masking the wheels and windows like how I do with any other custom, instead for the first time I actually drilled the custom off the base, separate the base and the body, and after that I drilled a hole in the diecast. You might be thinking, why would I drill a hole in the diecast? Well, it's mainly because to add like this extra window, as you can see right here, just so it can be accurate to, you know, the actual T-Bird. My drilling skills aren't the best, and I even injured myself from drilling it, but I mean, hey, it looks good to me, so I just stuck with it. After I drilled out the holes and sanded the body, instead of me going straight towards to the primer, instead I decided to use some oven baked clay on the custom, And you might be thinking, why did I use oven baked clay for this custom? Well, I think it's obvious. Just so I can put some clay on the front bumper, just so I could get the right dimensions. Or not the right dimensions, I mean the right shape of a T-bird, which is what he's based off of. And I got the idea of the oven baked clay from the car shifter, which by the way, check out his channel. He makes great customs and great content. After I applied the clay to the custom, I put it in a toaster oven just so the clay can dry. Yup, I literally cooked the custom. Man, I am so hungry that I can eat a whole car, which I took that too literally. I am literally cooking with this custom. And then thus, the car is done cooking. Oh yeah. And after the clay dried, I've sprayed it with a couple of coats of primer. And after the coats of primer dried, I started to paint the red parts. And I also started to paint some of the yellow and white parts, as you can see. And I didn't use the blue paint to paint the blue parts. Instead, I used a blue decal, which the reason why is because I just ran out of the blue paint. So I just used a blue, I guess some blue sketches of the body and, well, you know, just apply it onto them. Some look perfect, some really don't, so I'll probably fix those parts, but yeah. And speaking of decals, this is where I started to make the decals. I made the decals in Procreate, which is like a software on iOS devices. I don't think it's available on Android, but I mean, if you want to get Procreate, let's hope you have $10 because that's how much it costs on the App Store. And after I drew the decals, I put them in Microsoft Word to scale them, which, by the way, I didn't use the desktop version of Microsoft Word. Instead, I used the mobile version of Microsoft Word. You might be thinking, why did I do that? Well, it's mainly because to not make the decals like pixelated like some of the other customs I have. Some of them are pixelated, so I didn't want that on this custom, so I just used the mobile version of Microsoft Word, which doesn't pixelate the decals like the other customs. And after I scaled all the decals in Microsoft Word, I printed them out at my school, which is where I get a lot of my decals from. And then I cut them out and I applied them onto the car, which, let's say though, the decals definitely make it look nice, especially on this custom, because it makes it look like it just popped out of the artwork. like this just looks so good. I'm really proud of the custom. Okay, it sounds like I'm saying the conclusion, but we're not there yet, because there's some other stuff, like of course the wheels, which the wheels are painted obviously, and let's say though, I don't have the best painting skills, but I mean, it kind of works, I guess. And by the way, his wheels, they're just red wheels with blue lining. And after I painted the wheels, I attached them to the base, which I just super glued it back on, just so it doesn't, like, you know, fall apart and stuff. And so that's pretty much it of how I made my custom of my OC Porky. And let's just say though, I'm extremely proud and so happy that I made this, because first of all, it's an OC of mine that I want to make a custom in a while, and let's say that the final result looks really good, because I did so many stuff that I haven't done with previous customs onto this one. And let's just say though, the final result looks really great. These two really go well together, because, well, in this universe, this scheme is like a throwback scheme to this scheme. Well, if you couldn't tell by the intro of this video, but yeah, this custom looks really good because of the stuff that I did to it, the unique stuff that I haven't done with any other custom, which, by the way, this will probably be the last and only time that I did a custom of, well, you know, of this style with drilling the base and stuff, because, well, first of all, it takes a really long time and it's really hard to do. So instead, I'll just still stick with how I made this custom, instead of, like, you know, going full complex and stuff. But yeah, anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a video that I've been wanting to make, because I really do want to talk about my OC, or how I made my OC. And let's say though, the final result looks great. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more content like this, well, subscribe and also leave a like if you like this video. And oh yes, I see you hiding behind there, little boulder. Now I'm gonna get you right now. I'll just put it next to Porky, because I guess boulders are his favorite thing. But yeah, boulder. more.